Stop! Yo, I don't know if I reacted to this or not. I remember reacting to like some audio, some creepy audio recordings, but I don't know if I reacted to this specific video.
89.9 WKCR is an FM radio station based in New York. One odd night in the year of 1995.
I think I remember this recording. I think I reacted.
The radio station went offline for approximately 3 minutes. During this time, it was said to have been hijacked by a bone-chilling female voice. Brace yourself. After the first 2 bars of music end, it's guaranteed to bring shivers down your spine. Following the initial override and the heaving breathing, the mysterious voice begins to read out the name and time of death of various people who lived in New York. The chant-like rhythm combined with the faint ring of chimes makes this second segment emulate a situation that is nothing less than demonic.
April 1988, we were married. Wife of Barbara Linda Bobby. October 1988, Morgan Schmidt. Father Barbara, husband Elsie Barbara's dad. August 22nd, 1985.
Oh my God, that's creepy. Oh my God. Holy shit. Oh, anybody listening to that? Just turn it off. And if you don't turn it off, that's your choice. You are choosing to listen to that. Me, I would have just turned it off and destroyed the whole device in which that's coming from. Deadass. And then I would probably have my ears checked out. I probably would have went deaf after that. I don't know, man.
Mr. Tulio.
The voice was never traced, nor was any major connection made between the names being read. This leaves the paranormal events as an outright shocking mystery. About 7 years ago, on March 9th, 2008, a 10-second clip of an eerie, unidentifiable voice was discovered in the midst of a historian's research, which dated all the way back to 1860. This recording was created using a phonautograph, which was the bleeding edge of sound-based technology at the time. Compared to the audio we are used to today, this clip sounds nothing less than a demonic chant you would hear in your worst nightmare. In the midst of the faint and fuzzy audio, the unknown voice is barely singing the lyrics of a famous folk song, Au clair de la lune. The mystery and the historical age of this clip make it downright frightening. The original Night Stalker is a name that was given to a brutally evil man who ferociously raped 50 women and killed
Raping is already evil in itself. But 50 women? God, that's a lot. Fuck. I really hope that the life after death, something, if there's no justice, if they didn't, like, for all these bad people out here, all these evil people out here, excuse me, that currently are still doing bad things and are living, excuse me, and the ones that died, that did it in the past, I really hope there's a special place for y'all after death. Because I know when I die, I don't want to have a neighbor that's killed, 200 people in 2 months. Like, what? Or maybe after death, everything is just, I don't know. Really, after death is just a mystery until you die. But like, all I'm saying is, I don't want to have a neighbor that's killed, 200 people in 2 months. I don't really know what's going to happen after death, but I pray that's I'm sure.
10 victims over a 10-year time span. Before each of these gruesome acts, the Night Stalker would often leave muffled, horrifying messages on a victim's answering machine.
Oh my God.
Here is one of the recordings that police believe to have linked to the original Night Stalker.
This video probably not gonna get monetized. He getting one off. What would y'all have done if, see, I'm the type of person that if I don't recognize the number, I'm gonna just not answer it. You know, I'm gonna just let you waste your time calling me, unless you leave me a detailed message. But even then, if the message isn't, you know what I mean. But let me know, what would you all have done if somebody called you, left you a voice message, and he said that or she said that. I'm watching my back 24/7. I'm not trusting nobody.
The Night Stalker was never convicted and is still out there today.
You're lying. You're lying. On mothers? On mothers. You lying. Okay. Whenever you hear me say on mothers, damn, I'm from Maryland, right? DMV. Shouts out to y'all. But like that's like saying, you know, like right hand on the Bible type stuff. You know what I mean? Like on mothers. So whenever you hear me say that, like I'm dead ass. Like he's still out there. God damn. And you know what's crazy? I don't know what he looks like. He probably perfected this shit in the sense that he may look like a regular person.
It's frightening to consider the possibility that your answering machine could contain a similar message any day now. When considering the possibility of aliens and parallel dimensions, it becomes very easy to dismiss it all as mere fiction. The following clip is between a public radio broadcast.
So we just want, no, we just not gonna glance over it. Is this real? Is this a real image? Or is it like, you know, from a show or a movie? Because if that's real, holy shit.
Between a public radio broadcast and an unknown caller based in military facility, Area 51, proves to be very different. The psychotic and emotional atmosphere of panic and sincerity of terror in the caller's voice is either incredible acting or the introduction to a harsh reality the human race always wishes to dismiss so quickly: the discovery of aliens.
Hello, Art.
Yes.
Hi. I don't have a whole lot of time.
Well, look, let's begin by finding
Okay, this is the one. I heard. Okay, is this the one? I heard an Area 51 type stuff, audio recording years ago, and I don't know if this is. It's I don't know
whether you're using this line properly or not.
Area 51.
Yeah, that's right. Were you an employee or are you now?
I a former employee.
Former employee.
I was let go on a medical discharge about a week ago. They're gonna they'll triangulate on this position really soon.
Well, you can't spend a lot of time on the phone, so give us something quick.
Okay. Okay. What we're thinking of as aliens are they're extra-dimensional beings that an earlier precursor of the space program made contact.
I feel like he's doing a whole lot of unnecessary talk. He just need to get straight to the point, considering that he don't get that much time.
With they are not what they claim to be. I started getting.
In some way, something knocked us off the air, and we're on a backup system now.
Is it the government or?
I don't know.
The caller claims that the aliens are actually extra-dimensional beings, and they are not what they claim to be, which means that they are able to access a dimension we are unable to decipher. The fact that science is still catching up to these complex areas of study leaves us to ask ourselves, are we constantly surrounded by invisible, extraterrestrial entities that we fear so greatly? Vladimir Komarov was a Russian astronaut who made a journey into space that was cut short due to the botched construction and inspection of the spaceship prior to launch. He spent 17 orbits in a freezing cold, permanently rotating capsule, which lacked power and stabilization. This clip is Komarov's final transmission to one of the leaders of the expedition, named Alexei Kosygin, during his lethal fall toward Earth, cursing at the people who put him inside a flawed spaceship.
Hey, quick question. I just finished watching either it's called Look Up or Don't Look Up with what's that actor's name? Leonardo DiCaprio, right? And some other great actresses. But what would you all have done? Would you try to get on the spoiler alert? Would you all have tried to get like on a spaceship, or would you just? Cause what she's saying, it can only house like hold like 2,000 people. Would you just? I don't know. Part of me would just stay back with my loved ones and just spend every second of the day I can. But like to see an actual comet the size of Mount Everest coming, like to see that shit with your own eyes coming towards Earth. Like you see that shit coming towards Earth. Hey man, Jesus.
Listening to the final words of Komarov, combined with the beeps of nothingness, is horrifying in its own way by observing such a tragic death. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration teams have various posts stationed in the deep sea to assist with research and anticipate natural disasters such as tsunamis. On rare occasions, the recordings found by these posts will pick up mysterious sounds that are archived and labeled unidentified. One of the strangest unidentified sounds contained in these archives has been given the name Julia. This humane, eerie, woman-like voice, combined with the fact that less than 5% of the ocean has been explored, leads us to the terrifying reality that entities with behavior completely unknown to humans may be lurking in the uncharted depths of the ocean.
I wonder what would happen if somebody just decided, if Qatar was strong enough or Avatar was strong enough to just like lift up, let's say lift up the whole Pacific Ocean. Just lift it up for a few seconds. What will we see? Oh my God. Something out of this world, though.
During the Vietnam War, the Vietnamese belief was that the dead must be buried in their homeland, or their soul will wander aimlessly in pain and suffering. Vietnamese feel that if a person is improperly buried, then their soul wanders constantly. The US used this against them by recording ghostly sounds and voices, which they hoped would impersonate dead, wandering Vietnamese soldiers.
That's messed up. Oh, come on. How can I do?
The sense of torture and emotion instilled in the ghost's voice, combined with the story, makes this recording genuinely sinister. We must think about the torture and torment the Vietnamese must have been going through by having this ghostly, religiously offensive clip constantly play through the cold, dark tunnels throughout the war.
Yeah.
Very creepy indeed. The unexplored secrets of our galaxy will always be mysterious to us as humans. The Cassini spacecraft is a ship that was sent to Saturn in 2004. Since then, it has been recording various data about the planet, completely new to us. During this expedition, the spacecraft has been detecting intense radio emissions from the planet. These signals have been compressed to become audible to the human ear, and this is the result.
God damn, that sounds like, like people screaming in really, really bad, excruciating pain. That sounds horrific. I wonder what Earth sounds like.
Now that sounds much like an audio track from a sci-fi horror movie prior to a murder. It's shocking to think about how little we know about space and what's actually going on out there. One of the most heart-wrenching stories...
That's not shocking. That's not shocking. Not Earth. It's shocking when you know what is shocking? The fact that we know very little about the ocean because it's on the same planet that we live on for centuries. But it's not shocking that we know like very little about space. It's space. It's endless. That would be kind of shocking if we did learn a lot, damn near everything about space. Because how could you when it's continuously when it's still I guess growing or getting bigger, but it's still it's just a lot of things that's unknown, and we've been here for so long.
Is of the Jonestown massacre. The People's Temple was a cult led by Jim Jones, which held approximately 1,000 people. Jones isolated his followers at a place informally named Jonestown and promised them a utopian society where everything would be equal. In the end, Jones' narcissistic and extremist religious beliefs led him to killing over 900 people, including children, with cyanide-infused Kool-Aid. The following is the clip of Jones' last words while he brutally committed mass genocide among his followers.
Death is, I tell you, I don't care how many screams you hear, I don't care how many angry cries. Death is 1,000,000 times preferable to 10 more days of this life. If you knew what was ahead of you, you'd be glad that he's stepping over tonight.
Jim chose to kill all the children first. The cries from the children slowly dying from the inside out is frightening and sickening enough, but it gets worse following Jim's last words.
And commit suicide, we commit an act of revolutionary suicide protesting the conditions of an inhumane world.
Cluck you to the max, and over the max. Because who are you to tell someone who lives or dies? God, I really hope that there's a special place for these people, please.
After Jim speaks his final words and the poison was finally setting in, you can clearly hear a very alarming demonic growl. followed by faint demonic chants. Once everyone was confirmed dead, Jim Jones would take his own life by shooting himself in the head. It's not a surprise that an act as disgusting as this can awaken the presence of evil supernatural beings.
That is such a cheap out. That is such, I hate when people do that. Commit mass murders and then kill themselves. No, nigga. You need to accept the consequences. I don't care. At that point, you killing all of those people, you getting a death sentence. I don't care. I don't care if y'all don't do it. I'm killing you myself. That is just unforgivable. God damn. So what is genocide? I hear that every so often, but like, what is genocide? Is that when you kill like a lot of people in one place? I don't know what that is. But to do all of that and then kill yourself, no. You're not about to get away with something like that. Nope. Nah. What do you all think he deserves if he were still alive? If somebody came to you, caught him, and he was right in front of your face, and somebody said, what do you think he deserves? What is his consequence for killing, what is that, 900 or over 900 people? Let me know down in the comment section below. Jesus.
The WOW signal was a radio signal detected by astronomer Jerry Amon while he was taking part in an extraterrestrial investigation using a radio telescope. During the investigation, a signal was discovered coming from deep space in the constellation of Sagittarius. Here is a snippet of the recording. So far, no astronomer has ever been able to pick up a signal remotely close to this one. The scariest part is the fact that the signal was transmitted from one of the emptiest places imaginable in space. So if a signal is emitted from a location that contains no actual structures, it would be from some floating object, leading people to believe it could have been some sort of spaceship. This recording proves to be the best evidence yet for extraterrestrial existence.
It's some weird, creepy, paranormal, demonic, evil, creepy, eerie people and things out here in this world and out of this world. But to kill 900 people, to kill 900 people. That is weird. I did not know Saturn sounded like that. There's probably a video out there on YouTube of what Earth sounds like and what space sounds like. Oh, I farted, excuse me. But I just find it really hard to believe that humans have been on this planet for so long, and yet we know very, very, very little about the ocean. I think we know more about space than we do the ocean. Jesus. But let me know what you want me to react to next on the near future. Let me know in the comment section below. But as always, keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy, my family.